3, 2, 1, 0.
I'ma press play every time.
The funny don't stop, so the funny don't stop. Hey, the funny don't stop, so the funny don't stop. The funny don't stop, so the funny don't stop. The funny don't stop, so the funny don't stop. Hey.
My name is Halo Thomas, and you're listening to the Funny Don't Stop show.
Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
It's another Tuesday, y'all. Another Tuesday right here at the Funny Don't Stop show with my brothers, Sid Brass, Savvy Amusing, and Raul. How y'all doing, man?
Oh, we killing it. I'm
Doing good, man. As you can see, I didn't pay my light bill this month, so I just want to put that. I just want to put that out there because while my video image is looking like I'm snitching on somebody,
Yeah.
I just wanted to put that out there.
Well, let me ask you this.
Voice. You need that deep voice now.
Exactly.
So
Well, let me ask you this: Is there?
One that shot the guy last week? Really? He shot the guy last week, and he drug him in the alley and pissed on him, and that's what it is.
Chris Sifford. What's up, Chris Sifford? Hey, well, Savvy, you got like 3 or 4 candles in the crib or something? You can light it up.
Man, I should have tried. I should have tried something, man. Lit a candle or something like that. My cell phone wouldn't. I'm out of my habitat, man. I'm down here with the kid, man.
That's all right, man.
You know, her toys is all over the house. So, man, you know how it is, Alex, man. When you got a family, they literally kick you out, bro. We got very limited space to work with, man. So,
brother, I know how it is. And I commend you and thank you for making it happen, for being here for what number is it today? 135 episodes, 5 seasons, Said?
Yep, there we go.
I think that deserves a round of applause. I mean,
135.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Said, you're not gonna clap?
Oh,
He's
my
not
bad,
feeling
my
it
bad.
today.
I'm trying to hold the desk up, my
Oh,
mic up.
okay.
I'm like Savvy. I'm trying to keep it moving over here too.
I'm trying to do the same thing. Keep the desk up, man. I didn't nigga rigged it so bad today, man. Woo, man. But we
anyway, I'm your host, Alex Thomas.
She guy, Savvy Amusing.
This is Sid Brass.
I'm your boy Raul.
That's what's up. And you're watching
The Funny Don't Stop Show.
It Don't Stop, man. We find the funny in everything. Appreciate all these people that tap in with us every week and just dive in with us. Hey, man, it's a slow burn, but it's consistency throughout this pandemic. We still in the pandemic. I know some people tend to feel like it's not, but we are. And we still here, man. We still making people laugh, and we appreciate that. Said we got people worldwide that watch our show. And for the people that don't know, let them know how they can catch us.
Yes, you can check us out on youtube.com/The Funny Don't Stop Show. You can check us out on Facebook, our Perspective Personals Facebook pages. But most importantly, you can catch us streaming live on Spotify. You can check us live on Google Podcasts, all the podcast platforms, iHeartRadio. You just check us out. But youtube.com, subscribe, like the accounts, and get the alerts.
Hey, man, did y'all watch Monday Night Football last night?
I did.
Bro, was
Off the
that
chain.
not a hell of a game?
Off the chain.
That
Said you watched it?
Yeah, I caught it.
Dude,
That
was
wasn't
that
out.
not an amazing game?
man,
Yes.
man, look, you see, the thing about it was crazy with me, Alex, because I was a little busy, so I was catching it in gaps.
Yeah.
But what made me zoom in and pay attention, because I play fantasy football. I was losing by like 40 points to the point I gave up on even trying. But I have Aaron Jones.
Uh-oh.
And all
You
of a
just
sudden,
happened to have that guy?
I just happened to have him. And all of a sudden, I started noticing my numbers getting bigger. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? I look, man, that dude went nuts. And I still lost.
He had that game of a lifetime.
But he had,
and I think his dad died yesterday.
Oh, he was such a historic game, man, for him. It was amazing.
So his dad died the day before or the day of the game?
That I would have to confirm, but it always seems like when they lose a relative, they go out there and they got that extra motivation, man, and they go out there and they play their hearts out, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to Aaron Jones, man. I'm not even a Packer fan, but that dude was incredible last night. I mean, the whole team was great. The Packers were great and everything, but
had to be because Aaron Rodgers took so much criticism when they went out there and they got smacked in the face by the Saints. They were talking about Rodgers like a dog, man. They was
They
talking
were.
about Rodgers like he was Aaron Brooks, man. It was ridiculous.
What's so crazy is, Aaron Rodgers is such a G, such a professional. He's such a, a seasoned pro. You could tell all the press conferences, he wanted so bad to say, well, y'all motherfuckers chill. It is one game.
One game, bro. One game. He has to tell them this every year. He told them last year, just relax. Relax.
Yeah. But I don't
Like-
think it was so much of the loss. That game, it kind of was like, because he's kind of beefing with the team and kind of insinuating that he wants to get traded. It was kind of looking like he was tanking it. People was like, yo, his whole energy was off.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
one thing to lose. Of course, you're like the MVP, but to come out and like lose in that way and look so
Get blown out.
lethargic,
Yeah.
look
They
so
felt like he didn't
lethargic
give a
about
shit.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what people were really trying to confront.
I totally forgot about that, Sid. I totally forgot all the beef that he had before the season. It looked like, well, not it looked like, if I believe I'm correct, he said he didn't want to come back to Green Bay. Am I right?
Yeah. He wanted out of there, man. He did.
And then to
I
get
think they
blown
worked
out in
it
the first game, I guess it just looked like, it confirmed, like he don't want to
Yeah.
be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
just looked like he
totally
just
forgot
don't
about
give a
that.
fuck. And I guess they thought every game was going to be that way.
But I can't lie. The best game I've seen so far this year was that Baltimore
I
versus
knew you was
Kansas
gonna
City.
say it.
Man,
That was good.
that
my-
game felt
just
like
for
a
the
damn
love of the
Super
game.
Bowl, bro. It was crazy.
Just for the love of the game, if you just love football, I'm not a fan of either one of those teams. But hey, man, we know that I'm the second most pro-black man next to Sid Brass. I just love seeing two black quarterbacks. It was just a show.
Yeah.
It was a show, man. It was like an amazing show. What was your feeling on it, Sid?
I thought it was an interesting game. I was sitting there like, okay, this is the Lamar Jackson we look forward to every week of the football season. Although I can enjoy that single game, I can guarantee like next week or when he plays like a marginalized team, we won't get that same effort. And that's my only knock on Lamar Jackson. When it's time to get up for the game, he will get up. But throughout the season, that same consistency, I don't see it. But I can clearly say he won that game. He put it on his back. A lot of those games, like, let me just take the ball and let me just run it.
He was
Like,
on
I ain't even about to
some
play.
Vince Young, Texas type shit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm gonna take. But how crazy was that? The way that it ended with the fumble. I'm not gonna lie.
Man.
I was like, Kansas City got this.
Yeah,
They got it.
yeah.
You got a super nigga as a quarterback as him, and then you got a Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air type nigga with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Two completely different types of black individuals.
Right.
They're both black. What was your
Totally.
feeling on it, Savvy?
Two totally different. But like you said, man, these. I mean, we sat there and basically watched the future of football right in front of our very eyes. We're looking at MVPs.
Yeah. First of all, they both won MVPs, and
Exactly.
one has won an MVP and a Super Bowl. And what is he not even 5 years in? Neither one of them
No,
5 years in.
not even. I think 3 years in.
Okay.
And so those guys gunning, it was looking like the Wild Wild West out there, man. I mean, just back-to-back punches, man. And Lamar Jackson. See, the thing about it is, people, they hear the critics, whether they respond or not. They hear it. They hear these broadcasters say, "Oh, Lamar Jackson is not elite yet. He's a very good player, but he's not elite." And when you hear things like that, and they talk about how spectacular Patrick Mahomes is, which he is. But Lamar Jackson was like, okay, I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to go out there and show y'all that I'm the man too. Y'all act like y'all forgot who I am out here.
And I'm going to show you.
And that man went out there
and got at least 200 yards throwing and 100 yards running. So talk all you want, all that elite shit. Man, the times have changed. These dudes are elite at a young age and
Very
still
young.
a whole lot in the tank. It's still a long way to go. You know what I mean? They have revolutionized the quarterback position and the game in general.
And like you said, man, it's so crazy because it's almost like you have generations of football that always combines. Like you got Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers versus the Patrick Mahomes and the Lamar Jacksons. And then in the end, one of these guys meet, and it just goes to show, like, okay, is this the end of an era? Is that it for Brady? Is it now Lamar Jackson time? Is it now Patrick Mahomes time?
Yeah. I mean,
We'll
when
see.
you look at the ages, I mean, let's just be real. I mean, Tom Brady is I don't know. There's so many words. I don't know if it's the freak of nature. Damn, to be playing pro football at the highest level, still 7 Super Bowls, 44 years old. That's something we've never ever seen. That's not. I mean, usually the only people that last that long in pro football are the kickers. A kicker will play till he's 73.
Right.
You'll see there's a kicker right now in the league. He got black and white pictures when he first got to the league. He still got the square toe kicking boots and shit. You know what I mean?
The little leather helmet on, man.
Right. You know, a kicker can go 3 years without getting hit.
Right.
Yeah,
That's true.
The one,
you know what I'm saying?
Bar. He has his rookie picture where he has the
one
bar.
bar. Exactly. Exactly. But quarterback, dude. Hey, man. I even said, I'm not going to even lie to you. When Tom Brady first got to the Buccaneers, which was last year, or has it been 2 years now?
2 years.
Okay. The first thing that went through my mind is I have never, in 17, 18 years of watching him on the Patriots, seen him on his back this much. I mean, one thing that them Patriots knew how to do, they put $1 billion into that offensive line to protect the star, to protect the investment, to protect the reason we watching this team, to protect the dude that got us 6 Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So when he got sacked so many times with Buccaneers, I was like, oh my God, the last thing you want to do is be on your back the most you've ever been, and you're the oldest you've ever been.
Right.
But somehow, some way, they turned that shit around. And I don't know if they gave the offensive linemen bonuses. Like, I don't know what it was, but they protected his ass because we all know he don't run. You know what I'm saying? And he still won a Super Bowl.
Well, I would just say,
to pull it off, man.
Yeah.
Also, I'll say keep an eye out on Justin Fields over at the Chicago Bears. I think he's going to be the next coming of a Lamar Jackson.
Well, he's starting this week. Did you know that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know he was starting this week.
Andy Dalton got hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt.
And that's usually the story. All of us that know football, we can all sit here and tell you when such and such got his first chance. It was because the starting quarterback got hurt. Right, Seth?
Yeah, no. Human nature, God, whatever you believe in, has kicked in full effect, is going to get Matt Nagy off the actual hook. Because I think he was going to wait till probably after Halloween or sometime to really start Justin Fields. And people have been kind of begging for him to start him. So now he has no choice seeing that
he was going to give, I'm with you, Sid. He was going to give Dalton, his just due. Hey, we really did pay a lot of money to get him, right? We didn't know we were going to get this superstar kid.
Not really.
Well, remember, he was a star. Well, say what you're going to say first, Sid. I don't want to interrupt.
Oh, my bad. I was actually disrupting you. You weren't talking about Dalton. You were talking about – I thought you was talking about Justin Fields. They just drafted him as a rookie.
No. What I was saying was a lot of teams go through this. No one knows who you're going to get in the draft. You know who you want to get, right? You know who you're targeting, who you're trying to get, but it's never guaranteed who you're going to get, right? So you can never – truly bet on a draft. Only thing you could do is get the money to go get who you want to get. And long story short, Dalton wasn't a superstar, never got to a Super Bowl or anything like that, but he was a okay, solid, well-paid starting white quarterback in the NFL with Cincinnati, but never did anything with him. So Chicago took their chances with him, right?
Right.
It's kind of like the exact same thing would happen with the Eagles with Wentz. Then the young black quarterback came up from Alabama and beat him out. I mean, we there's a ton of those stories, right? But my point with Chicago was they spent the money for Dalton. He's, their starter. I feel like that coach was going to try to give him, 3 or 4 games. I'm saying what you're saying, Sid. Right. Like, give him the Halloween, give him the Thanksgiving, and see what he can do. So it can at least look to the owner, the city, the team. We tried to stay with this obligation. You get what I'm saying?
I actually think it was the other way around. Now, you got to remember, Matt Nagy was with KC. And so a lot of people...
Who's Matt Nagy?
That's the head coach. Sorry. The head coach of the Bears.
I didn't know that. Is he new? Is it a new coach?
Nah, he's been there 5 seasons, I believe. Yeah,
It tells you
like
how much
5 seasons.
I don't follow the Bears. Okay.
Yeah, he's from Kansas City. He was Kansas City's offensive coordinator. He was with the group that actually brought in Mahomes.
Okay.
So I feel like what he's trying to do is trying to mimic what he did with Mahomes, which was sit him for a while and then bring him in through a natural maturation later on. And so for the development, the Bears had a rough game with the coming out for the Rams. I just think that then they got Cleveland coming up. I think that in order to make sure he gets around the proper development, they just wanted him. They're going to start him. They put all of the.
They just had to figure out where to get him in there.
It's no loyalty to Andy Dalton at all. That's not what they're doing. They're not trying to show loyalty to Andy Dalton. They just want to bring the young kid up properly and make sure he gets the proper and just not throw him in the gas and the fire.
Well, here's the thing. At the end of the day, the general managers and the owners, they want to win, right?
Yeah.
Even if you put big money on a guy you thought was going to be this and that, but somebody just come up. If you remember in that game versus the Rams, his first time getting in the pro game, they put him in, and the dude scores immediately. Even though it was a run, it was a wildcat play. Quarterback came in, he just ran in. Still, you could tell he was kind of like, you guys, I'm ready. Like, I don't know what more. But I feel like they still had their obligation, and obviously through training camp, they decided to start Dalton, give him his chance. But now it's time for Justin Fields. And again, I'm not even a Bears fan, but I'm a fan of black quarterbacks. I want the dude to win. I want him to win
I think it's going to be a good shootout with Cleveland.
Yeah, are you talking about against Cleveland?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a good game to watch. Yeah, especially Baker with him Mayfield starting. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game to watch. And Cleveland's no joke.
They're not. They're better. OBJ's not back yet, but
still ain't back yet.
They're nice right now without him, but if he gets in there, they're just going to be that much better. I'm happy with my Rams right now, man. The Rams starting off 2-0. They looking good in the brand new stadium. I'm hoping that possibly that guy Sonny Michel is nice. And people don't realize he was the starting running back for the Patriots that last Super Bowl that Brady was there. He was a star at Georgia when he was a running back, but he just happened to go to a team that needed a running back with New England, but he's with the Rams now. He's a nice. I'm impressed with Stafford, brother. Oh my God,
Stafford looking like a fresh, brand new man.
Man,
you don't miss Goff. You don't miss Goff at all, Alex?
Not at all. And you see how he sucked against Green Bay last night. That's what the hell they get. That I was never hyped up on Goff. All I know
nobody
was. All I know is Stafford reminded me of 3 different people the other night, and that was Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, and Brady. He had that kind of game. He was, how those dudes, they step back 3 steps and the ball's gone. Like they just were moving the ball like they know what they're doing. So I hope they can keep it up, and I hope they can be the second team in pro football history to play the Super Bowl on their home field, because in LA, shout out to Los Angeles and SoFi Stadium, most amazing stadium in the world right now. 2022 Super Bowl is going to be in that stadium. It would be real nice if the Rams could pull up and play in their backyard. What do you think, Raul?
Yeah, that'd be very nice, man. That stadium is amazing, man. You've been there, right?
I have not. I have not yet, and I can't wait to when I do. I had an opportunity, but 2 times I was busy and I wasn't able to do it. But it's incredible. I've seen every inch. I've actually done a virtual tour, with the company that built it. Yeah. But it was at a different location, and I was just blown away, man. Me and my wife blown away. So I can't wait. Maybe something might happen great where our whole team can pull up in there and party that day. You know what I mean?
Man, tailgate.
Yeah. Or grab one of them nice VIP suites, man.
Man, you saw that with Magic and all those guys?
No, I saw it.
Oh my God. I was blown away.
It was nice, man.
Hey man, the big talk that everybody is talking about this last week is the Knicks versus Diddy versus Jermaine Dupri. From what I'm hearing, it's official. Diddy and Jermaine have it's confirmed.
Oh, I didn't think it was confirmed. It was really going to happen.
It's confirmed. I don't think the date yet. I guess they're trying to figure it out because during the pandemic, nigga, let's just be real. The first verses was on live. Like, what was it? T-Pain versus, who was it? Swiss Beats?
No, Timbaland.
And remember, it was Swiss. No, it was Timbaland and T-Pain, and one was at home and the other one was at the dude. Diddy and Jermaine Dupri. They're talking about this shit's gonna have to be like at Madison Square Garden or in the Atlanta Dome, where the Raiders play. Well, I guess if Kanye could sit there and just sit on his iPod and play his playlist in front of 60,000. I'm pretty sure you can have
it's gonna have to probably be neutral territory. It's gonna be interesting because I know Diddy not gonna go for it being in Atlanta because that's just gonna be like home territory.
That's right. They'll probably boo him down there. You're right.
And so you know what I mean. And then Jermaine Dupri doing New York, it would be a home court advantage.
That is such a
for
great
Diddy, right? So
that's such a great observation.
It might have to be like in Miami. I wouldn't be surprised.
No. I think it should be like in South Dakota, or like Des Moines, Iowa, somewhere where it is literally neutral. Like, all right, let's go.
No, Miami is a neutral city. Like, it's a party city. True. Everybody is party. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a lot of party tracks. So I think it's gonna be interesting. I was with Diddy. I don't know if we got the video or not, but I definitely was with Diddy.
No, stop. How about let's play the video first?
Oh, we do? We had a video? Okay.
Come on, man. I always come prepared. And we got the best producer on the planet, Raul. We're gonna watch this whole little back and forth banner with Fat Joe and Snoop Dogg and Diddy and Jermaine. And when we come out of it, I want to hear from everybody. Let's go.
Hey, Short Arms, you need to chill out, Short Arms. You hear me? So you need to chill out. Cause what I am, I'm a freak. Hey, first of all, I want the world to know this. Check this out. I want the world to know that this is one of my best friends. One of my best inspirations. This is my brother. Like I love him. You know what I'm saying? Right. I love him. I'm not here to play. And I must say this to everybody, you amnesia having motherfuckers. I done gave y'all life for motherfucking 20 years of music. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, Jay-Z, anything I touched, anything I breathed on, executive produced, anything I thought up, anything I fucking did, whatever. You hear me? Don't play with me, boy. No, but I'm hey, JD, are you listening, JD? I can't hear you. I'm trying to hear you. Say something. Oh, you can't hear me? He said a lot. We heard you. Hey, nigga, we heard you. I want you to say something. Hey, I'm just saying for real. Once you get, hey, bro, you talk about the undeads. What are you gonna do when One More Chance drops? What you gonna do when Warner drops? I'm gonna dance. Listen, by the way, you dance because listen, I'm a party when you play your record. Check this out. Hey, I can't even let you talk because you've been talking too much. Y'all didn't even let me know I was doing a live. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All right. Listen, we ain't gotta talk. Hey, I'm not the one. I'm the great. I'm the greatest. I am the greatest, nigga. What the fuck y'all talking about? I'm an artist producer. I had the most number ones. I had the most number ones as an artist. I'm not even getting you as a producer.
This is the number one.
Don't do that. Stop playing with yourself. No. As an artist, I had the most. There's so many records that I broke that the world don't know. I thought you talking about over me. As an artist, I'm talking about over me. We talking about number ones. I thought you was talking about over me. You as an artist, I applaud you. But we talking about me.
Yo, Diddy, what we doing? Yo, Diddy, what we doing?
Bro, I don't even hear them play none of your shit. Hey, when they go back in the club, I don't hear nobody play none of your shit. That's okay, good. I heard them play. Wait. I don't hear them play no Chris Cross. Ain't nobody rocking no Chris Cross shit. Or no Bow Wow. Yo, I want Dre. Where is Dre? Where is Dre? What?
Listen up, everybody. Oh,
he wants Dr. Dre. That was gangster as a motherfucker, though. That was hard.
Let me get him again.
All right, who should I start with? Well, I'm gonna start with you, man. I want to hear what you got to say, man, top to bottom. And then after you, we going to Said. Then after that, we going to Savvy. I'll go last.
Man, they're both legends, first of all, man. They both got multiple hits, man. They, not even that, I think it's just what they've done to the music industry, man. The way they, grab groups, artists, and just completely just took them over the top, man. And to me, like I said, I respect both of them, man. Both of them got the hits. I think Diddy might have a little bit more clout than Jermaine, just because I think he's been in it, they've been doing it pretty much since they was kids. Huh?
They pretty much, I mean, young. We gotta say, let's just a little small couple of facts. Yeah. Jermaine was before him.
Okay.
And let's just be honest. Criss Cross had probably already, I don't know exact numbers or whatever, but if we were to get technical, they were double and triple platinum before there was a Bad Boy, before there was, I'm just, being technical, but
yeah,
I mean, the facts is the facts, you know what I mean? But keep saying what you're saying.
Like I said, man, just as CEOs, man, and producers, man, I don't know, him calling out Dre, that's a little different. He was calling out Dre.
Oh, we gonna get on. I don't want anyone to jump in yet. I got something to say for all that, but yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, man. So like I said, man, it's just really what they've done to the music.
We can't hear you, Raul.
It's really what they've done for the music industry and the artists that they've taken under their wings, man, to develop them and to really, give them a lead pathway to fucking, becoming who they become. I mean, damn, Diddy got what? Jodeci, Mary J. I mean, damn, they got family. I'm trying to think of the list of Jermaine Dupri.
I mean, they both got crazy lists.
Yeah.
They both got crazy lists. They both have catalogs. They both have produced some of the biggest hits of our culture's times. But then it comes out of the production part. And remember, they each did things as artists too. We used to joke back in the day, like stick to producing. Yeah, you guys aren't rappers, but both those niggas put out hit solo albums. Whether they were the best songs or not, they definitely knew how to do one thing. Both of them got something in common. They knew how to move the club, make everybody dance and party. No one will ever say Jermaine Dupri and Diddy are two of the greatest lyrical rappers of all time. No, but we all know that, so we don't even have to go there. We're not talking about that, because at the end of the day, I'd rather be on the list of some of the most albums sold ever than if I was the most lyrically dope motherfucker ever. Because you got some amazing lyrical dudes that ain't never went platinum. They barely sold 500,000. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, album sales and how big you were is what really counts. You get what I'm saying? But see, I didn't want to get all into that yet. So Savvy go and then say it, because I know Sted got a lot to say too.
Yeah, same way, man. Me, not so much, man. Raul pretty much said it all. Like I got respect for both of them dudes. The artists that they took under their wing, from Criss Cross to Biggie to the Brat. I mean, it's and then the hits that they have on their own, man. Both of those dudes are legendary pioneers in the game. It's something like we just got through speaking on Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, man. I mean, it's just gonna be a dope thing to see both of those dudes up there go head to head, man, because I was rocking with both of them when I first got hip to what both of them were doing as a young dude, all the way up to the age I am now. I respect both of them dudes, man. So if they do a verse battle thing, man, people gonna be partying like a motherfucker to both of them. It's gonna be hard to just hand the trophy over to one person, man, because they both got some shit.
That's for sure. It's gonna be a party for sure, man. That's what I kind of see, because the hits that they got, man.
The hits are
just imagine being in the audience. Just imagine being in the audience, and whatever you're gonna pay for a ticket, you cannot leave and not say you did not have a good time.
Man,
there will not be a dull moment because they had so many hits. When you think about it, let's just be real. For all the artists that are alive, there's not even enough dressing rooms in that damn stadium wherever they're going if they really went with everybody that they worked with. I'm talking from 112 to Jagged Edge to Biggie to Mary to JD. I mean, it literally they really, their umbrella was over the culture in two of the biggest cities in America. You know what I mean? One was New York, one is Atlanta, and obviously we out here on the West Coast. Yes, hip hop took off in all the other places in America, but those are two of the meccas at least of 90s hip hop. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
90s and early 2000s. What do you say, Sid?
Man, it's going to be a
Sid Brass?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Froze up. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We hear you, but you froze up on camera.
Okay.
There you go.
I'll keep talking.
You still, you're still a little behind.
I'm behind y'all.
Nah, you're fine with me.
You guys?
Yeah,
I hear him.
All right.
You say you hear me?
Okay,
fine.
I see you now.
Okay. I was gonna say it's going to be interesting based on location. We were talking about this. Where are they going to actually have this at? What city? I think that's gonna be important. Because the energy of the crowd, if we notice from the last one, from the Locks Dipset one, what is the crowd in? If it's in Atlanta, JD might have a slight edge because of the crowd and the nostalgia of certain songs, like "Welcome to Atlanta," right? You got certain songs, like if you play "Welcome to Atlanta" in New York, it's like everybody gonna be like, "Okay, that's cool."
Right.
That was
exactly.
That was an anthem, you know, in Atlanta, right? And the same thing. With
Remember they did the remix.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but Diddy was on the and he goes, "Welcome to New York." We don't play, and then Snoop did the West Coast. But I hear what you're saying, though.
Yeah, and I was in the South. I was in the South around that time, you know, and it's like even with JD with like Money and the Thing.
True. You in Houston.
You know, Money and the Thing was like a big song in the South. So if it's a Southern region, he might get the edge based on how he does his whole discography when he goes against Puff. Puff has a lot of hits. But and you saw this, and we didn't play this in the actual interview. It went on, and Puff even played himself, even when he was doing his little challenge. Puff was like, "Man, I've been to a bunch of weddings, and they don't even play no Jermaine Dupri songs. All you hear is Puff song. I know how I make the crowd. They play Puff songs. They play Bad Boy songs." And Jermaine Dupri said,
internet is gone.
And Jermaine Dupri said, "Let's get married." What black married wedding do you go to when people don't play "Let's Get Married"?
Facts. That's every black wedding.
And so Diddy kind of was like, and it's like, yo, and that was one of them times. It's like if Diddy don't do his homework and he don't properly place his music in the right place, Jermaine Dupri got some hits with Mary J. Blige too, just like the Locks. When we saw that at Dipset, he was like, "Yo, y'all ain't got no songs for the ladies." And the Locks played that Mariah Carey song. It was a rap. I think what's the name has Jermaine Dupri. Right. He has that "Always Be My Baby." That was a Jermaine Dupri produced song.
Oh, I didn't know that.
that. "Always Be My Baby" was produced by Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize.
So it's going to be interesting.
Jermaine Dupri can bring out Anthony Hamilton, nigga, and do "Coming from Where I'm From," and just shut this shit down. Waiting on over. Mama wasn't.
But I'm kind of rooting for Diddy because that was my era.
Never trying to be somebody. Coming from where I'm from, that gives me chills. That nigga's so amazing. You know, Jermaine did that complete album. You know that, right?
Right.
That was hard.
A lot of people don't realize that, but yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. I'm giving a slight edge to Diddy because I grew up in that era. P. Diddy and the Fam. Oh man, I still get goosebumps when they play that P. Diddy and the Fam album. The album P. Diddy and the Fam.
Yeah.
Like
All About the Benjamins.
Yes.
Is one of the greatest hip hop songs of all time. Like, one thing you can't knock Diddy, and man, he's not gonna fight you and argue with you and say that I wrote this shit. Remember, he said, "I don't write songs, I write checks."
Right.
Yep.
Is everybody frozen up?
Nah,
it's just your computer. It's just your computer.
Is it really just mine?
Yeah, we gotta
be.
Damn, because I was looking at you guys and you guys are freezing up. I'm like, damn, I'm not going to be able to get too many sound bites from this bitch. Yeah. But so you can hear me?
Yes.
That throws shit off and I'm like, okay, all right. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody's going to ever talk about lyrically Diddy was killing people. You know, that's not what he did.
And he know it too.
You know, but at the end of the day, You're going. Say that again, Savvy.
I said he knows it too, but he know he got those hits though, man.
Damn.
Nah, keep going.
I'm
Alex,
thinking, should I log out and come back on? Because if it's gonna be this,
I mean, you're good on our side.
but I'm talking about when we're talking and I'm seeing that, and I.
Yeah, no,
you're good on our side, Alex.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, we see you good. I hear you good too.
Okay.
The technical.
No. Just when I'm talking, everybody's freezing up, so I don't know if I'm stopping because I don't hear any.
No, just keep going.
It's just your computer right now.
Just keep going, Alex.
Yeah, just keep talking. You're good because, like I said, the sound bites should be right.
Oh, and how can you tell it's my computer?
Because everybody else is fine.
My internet right now, and
like on my perception, I can see everybody fine except when yours, you're just kind of a little blurry.
Your box is blurry too. Yeah, everybody else has clear boxes. Your box looks blurry.
Yeah.
Is he frozen now?
Yeah, he frozen.
Yeah.
He looks scared to death, doesn't he?
You just seen a ghost.
Yeah, exactly. That boy froze, man.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, Savvy, while we got a second, what's up with Jameis Winston? It looked like, he had a good game, the first game, and then as we get to the second game, it's like back to old Jameis from last year.
Yeah, once again, he turned into old Jameis, a.k.a. old Aaron Brooks. But yeah, man, a lot of people were trying to say it was simply because a lot of the coaching staffs had COVID and they could not be there. So we were missing a significant amount of coaches. That's what a lot of people are saying.
Okay.
But me personally, I hope it was just a hiccup. But I really don't. I really hope that that's not going to be the way it is through the duration of the season. If not, I will pull him real quick and throw Taysom Hill in there and just see what he has, man, because that was terrifying. That was scary to watch.
Hey, what was the final score of that?
Man, I got to check it for you, but it wasn't pretty, man.
Did you finish watching it?
Yeah. The Saints went from optimism and high in week 1.
Okay, it was 26 Carolina to 7 New Orleans.
Dang.
Yeah, okay. That's not
that
bad.
ain't too bad, but
it's not a beat down, but it's still not good.
Yeah. It depends on how they play it too.
Yeah, another field goal, 30-7 would have been crazy.
It's crazy, but see, I really hate the transition when it comes to sports, man. Like, I felt like this as a kid when Magic left. Then I felt like it again when Kobe left. And now I have to feel like that again when Drew Brees leaves. I hate the transition.
Yeah. It's never smooth. I guess the Patriots is going through that now, right?
Yeah. The Patriots are going through it too. And when Brees was there, it's almost like, yeah, we only pulled one Super Bowl win out of that. But the fact that you always had an opportunity, the fact that you were there was giving you hope. But to see shit like this is terrifying.
Yeah, you're right. Transition is always hard.
I hate it.
Some of the good teams know how to bring up the next guy behind.
Yeah.
But it's never been a smooth transition. The old guys always knew how to mentor the young guys and bring the young guys on. But now the old guys is like, look, I'm playing till the wheels fall off.
Yep.
And if y'all just dare bring in a young guy,
I'm
threatening to get out of here. And that's all Green Bay was really trying to do. And they didn't say that they was gonna move off Aaron Rodgers, but the fact that they even drafted, you guys even thought to even draft.
You took one. That means you had it in your mind that.
But I could side with Aaron Rodgers on that because it's like, dude, you just had the MVP in me, and you use your first round draft pick to pick another quarterback, and we need receivers, we need.
How did you guys go?
We're talking about the Saints.
Diddy, Jermaine Dupri back to football.
We was waiting for you, but
can y'all see me?
Yes, we can see you.
Yeah. How did you go back from Jermaine Dupri?
So I asked Savvy.
Wrong with my internet. Usually.
Go ahead, Alex.
When you plug in, and that plug is red and it should be black. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
The power adapter.
No.
What plug?
Yeah. It's really, really bad on my day. So what I'm gonna do is You guys keep talking what you're talking about because I can't keep talking and not knowing if I'm in and out and stuff. Oh no, we see you, but I can't hear. My internet is like really, really slow right now, and I don't know what the problem is. But I'm gonna log completely out, and then I'm gonna come back in. So you guys talk because we still got about 20 more minutes to go.
But it's so crazy because we hear you perfect now.
Yeah. But every 2 seconds you guys talk, one or two of you are going out, or I'm going out and y'all in. I don't know what it is. Everybody see?
We can see you fine, Alex. We can see you fine.
Yeah, you're moving fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
So how we got on it was I asked Savvy, I said, hey, man, while we got a little time, we never got on really the Saints. And how do you feel about Jameis Winston? Because the Saints took a little shellacking last week. And so I want to get his opinion about how he felt about the Saints. But we could get back to Jermaine Dupri. Alex is still freezing.
We are old. Am I still freezing up on y'all?
Nah, you had delays. So it was like
you guys. I'm gonna log out, and you guys just
go ahead.
Yeah, this is crazy. For all the fans and everybody watching, hey man, sorry the technical difficulties, but we're gonna get this thing worked out.
I need to get a sound effect of crickets.
Yeah, he's like, Then he tried to do the whole Hollywood fake. Then he tried to do the whole Hollywood fake it, right? He didn't hear nothing nobody said.
He was like, I could have said my daddy died, and he like,
yeah, exactly.
That nigga didn't hear nothing, man.
He was a fool, man. He was a fool.
Yeah, you know what? This gonna be interesting too, because I don't think Diddy has any kind of like real crew. He's been so kind of like incubated and on his own little like businessman mogul for so long. You know, where Jermaine Dupri is still kind of like in the streets and kind of still kind of visible. So I think he'll have a lot of like warm reception, and a lot of crew behind him. It'll be interesting, man. So Diddy gonna be out there by himself. I mean, of course he gonna have his few, nut riders.
Not unless he brings out Mace, and
they don't have a good relationship. Which was funny.
I didn't know that.
Oh no. Him and Mace. Yeah, Mace axed out of his deal. You know, he was saying how Diddy jerked him on his contract deal. Like, yeah, nah. The Locks don't really get down with him that tough either. Like, that's what I'm saying. All his old artists, they all like pretty much think that he was a bad, manager. Or CE ran the label kind of raggedy. So
they got the short end of the stick on some of the deals, man.
Yeah, he tried to like wake it back up when he did that whole Bad Boy tour, so cats could get some more bread in their pocket, and so that was kind of his way of like saying, "Hey, I might have jerked y'all in the past, but let's kind of like mend fences," and like he put that kind of like little Bad Boy tour together. But
how long ago was that? That was like 3-4 years ago, right?
What's that? Yeah, that was a little while ago. Yeah.
It's so crazy, man. How I hear so much of that in the industry about, is the industry just a game for crooks? Like every artist has a story about getting robbed. I'm like, is that just what they do to people or what?
They let the wrong people involved, man. They let the wrong people get in charge of that shit, man.
It's a true reflection of society though, man. It's like, it's that saying that everybody says, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
So it's like you get the artist that was jerked, and then when they get the chance to like blow up and actually gain some, notoriety, then if somebody tries to come under them, then they jerk the person that's under them. It's like we saw the same thing with New Edition, right? Like New Edition guy was broke, didn't really make money, and they got jerked. And then what did Bibbins do? He jerked Boyz II Men, right? He was like, "Oh,
same
shit.
thing.
Oh, this how the game play. Oh, I know how it is. I'm gonna go find somebody that's got talent, and I'm gonna sign them, and then I'm gonna do them." And so it becomes that overturning, that forever cycle, and that's what we do in our culture, in Black culture, right? What happened to us? We project it onto other people, and we say, "Okay, that's the game," and then we start doing it to other people, and that's what's kind of sad.
Yeah, that's jacked up, dude.
What you guys talking about? What you guys talk about? I heard that's jacked up.
Yeah.
We were just talking about the music industry, and I was saying how, it's going to be interesting to see who's even behind Diddy. Is he going to be like out there by himself? Because, now he's kind of like been this kind of businessman that's kind of like a solo guy, and not really in the streets where you see a lot of these artists got a whole crew behind them. Jermaine Dupri is still very visible in Atlanta, very active in Atlanta. He's going to have like a whole posse and mob of people. Like, you know,
there's an easy answer for that. Said he's
money?
richer than everybody
Money?
put together. He is going to put together some Michael Jackson Beat It Thriller Tour 1984-85 type shit. Mark my word for that. One thing the dude can do, we've all been to his parties. It said you and me personally have been to some of the craziest Diddy parties that I could talk hours about the way his parties were in the past.
I didn't know that.
Oh man, I've been to some classic Diddy parties, yo.
I've been to parties that we can sit here and talk hours about how crazy his parties were. But stage wise, he's gonna do something crazy. Said, you know that, nigga, he could not be in the limelight for 10 years and hire 33 different dancers for every song he's doing. He put it this way: the production they put behind the Emmys and the Oscars, when we watch the Oscars and the BET, he could do that for every song if he wanted to. I'm talking like with real, like, you know, build outs and like crazy sets and everything.
Yeah.
You know he's gonna do that. Dude, he can win on that alone. He ain't gonna go out there and do a song by himself.
I think
his
is gonna have
changes. Said,
yeah, I think that's what he's gonna. I think visually, that's what he's gonna have Jermaine Dupri.
But that's
Jermaine Dupri's a little small statured, guy. Diddy is got that pizzazz, man. He is a stage presence guy.
He's a performer.
Don't sleep on the fact of also Ciroc sponsors the verses. So
of course.
You know what I mean? So he might have a little edge production wise too. You know, as far
are we forgetting said? Are we forgetting that? Remember, for a good 5-10 years, Diddy didn't do a video that was under $1 million.
Yeah.
Remember, those were many movies with Hype Williams and those dudes back then. His videos were movies. You don't think when him and Mace come out, they're not going to do the shiny suits, nigga?
That's what Mace is not. We was just talking about that. I don't think Mace is going to come out. You know, Diddy has such a bad
He's
rep.
going to pay everybody to come back.
You gonna pay them
to beat? Put it this way: whoever he had beef with to win this, because he ain't gonna go out a loser. He's too rich for that.
You can't do guests. You can't do guests. Oh, maybe he'll work it out. He'll work it out.
What do you mean you can't do guests?
Like bring on guest people to like perform with him.
Is that in the versus rule book or something?
All the verses I've seen is just the groups or the individuals just stand on their own.
Well,
or
you
them
haven't
and the DJ.
seen Diddy yet.
No, because they had the Ja Rule and Fat Joe. They brought Ashanti out, and she did a song.
First of all,
she did a song with Ja and.
Okay, they worked it out.
That's what I'm saying, Ro. Whoever you did the song with back in the day. That's not
part of that. Hasn't been normally been part of the versus rules. But if the artists work that out, then Jermaine Dupri will be a fool to work that out to where they can do guest people on stage. Because he would get body if Diddy, because Diddy got way more bigger names.
Yeah,
that's why we're talking about that. That's why I wanted to talk about this today, because remember, we're not talking about their individual shit. Yes, yes, people that know. Jermaine did a solo album. Okay, but if he did 15 songs on a solo album, nigga, there was features on 12 of them.
Yeah.
What did that guy just say?
He said Ja Rule and Fat Joe, they had Lil Mo. Guess.
I forgot about Lil Mo. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're talking about two dudes. We're literally talking about two dudes that it's as weird to say this. We're talking about two guys that their solo albums weren't their biggest successes.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy to say that.
Yeah.
Jermaine went solo. Diddy went solo. We know a couple of each one of their solos. We didn't buy Jermaine Dupri. We didn't buy Diddy as an individual the way you bought Jay-Z as an individual, the way you bought Snoop Dogg as an individual, the way you bought Nas as an individual. You get what I'm saying? They were always like,
but
if
apples
a Diddy
to
song
apples,
came on,
though,
it was him and somebody else.
But as we saw in the video, though, apples to apples, Diddy did have some #1 Billboard chart songs out there as an artist. Jermaine Dupri did not have that. So
that's true.
So if you're just talking about artist wise, but it's not gonna be just artists. It'll be artists, produced,
It's gonna be a mixture of everything they
guest
did.
hosts. I mean, when he started playing like Craig Mack songs and Biggie songs, it's just like, for me as an East Coast rapper kind of guy, it's like whatever that South shit like. It's gonna be like it ain't gonna be nothing.
Biggie's voice. As soon as
and
you
even
hear
if he,
voice, man,
even if he does play like Mary J song, Mariah Carey songs, it's like the Mary J Blige songs. It's just he did the What's the 411 album, like that whole What's the women.
But see, now you're bringing the women into it. Which shout out to the ladies because we love the ladies. But you got a world of women. I mean, okay, how do I say this? Because women are very, very particular, so I got to be careful with the way I say this.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige and Mariah Carey, two of the greatest of all time. Beautiful black women, two amazing artists. But now let's get technical. Technical is if you put analytics and numbers, I wish we had that type of situation where we could do a half screen or that. When you use the word global, there's no way that that Mary J compares to Mariah. And I'm not saying that, so the ladies, before you scream at me, I'm not going because I'm a Mariah fan. No, I just know that Mary J was for the sisters, the black women that have been through pain and struggle. We all know that. That's but
that's who's gonna be judging this though, right?
No, we're not playing a 69, 70, 80-year-old white Jewish woman would know all her lyrics. I'm just talking facts now. I'm not. I don't want anybody to be like, "Are you hating on me?" No, I love Mary J. Blige and she's amazing. But if you take a Mariah Carey hit versus a Mary J. Blige hit, there's a difference in the numbers. I mean, that's just being factual.
But that's not how the verses works though. The verses don't work on. Like, it doesn't matter how the numbers work. It's gonna be what turn up the crowd and what gets Twitter and what gets like social media cracking and what performance people put on. Like I said, the Dipset and Locks. Dipset has some songs that were better than Locks songs. But because they didn't
that's
perform,
where you get a fight. That's where you getting a knuckle up fight.
No. I'm just talking about. I'm talking about if you played them.
Dipset just had a couple of grooves, and they weren't. The Locks lyrically killed Dipset. Dipset remember we always say the Locks were a group. Dipset was like a crew. Cam was the best rapper. We all know that. Jewels came second, and then Jim Jones was third. Jim was better as a solo artist than the group. But we can get this is not about the Locks and them right now. We're talking about.
I'm just using it as an example though. What I was trying to say is, look, there were some bangers that Dipset had.
Yes.
But because they didn't perform them in the right sequence, in the right way, at the verses, they lost unanimously to Locks. I still think Locks was a better group. So what I'm saying is that can also happen to Jermaine Dupri. If he's not careful, even if he did have a song by Mariah Carey that was bigger, if Diddy comes out there with a Mary J. Blige song and it's in New York and he does that, he comes out with that shit, and Mary comes out, it's gonna kill Mary J. Blige. Exactly.
How can I love somebody?
Exactly.
There's no way you can win in New York.
Exactly. So the Jewish women can know all the lyrics all they want.
Yeah, you're right.
If it ain't
banging. I get technical, but now you got me being technical on my own shit. Said, guess what? Now when I really think about it, Mariah Carey is one of the biggest artists of all time, female-wise. But I don't think that Jermaine did one or two of her biggest hits. I think he did some great songs with her. But you correct me if I'm wrong. Her biggest hits weren't with Jermaine, right?
No, I'm saying that one song, "Always Be My Baby." That people love that song. Always Be My Baby.
That was a so death beat. Yeah.
That's a Jermaine Dupri song.
I think her first two albums were off. Wasn't Jermaine Dupri wasn't involved?
No, that's what I mean. He had nothing to do with that until later on.
Yeah, but I'm saying he played that song, right? Everybody's like, "Oh my God!" Here go the ladies, and all the girls start singing. And then he come with a Mary J. Blige song after that, dun 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 dun, and then don't let Mary come out, yo. It be in New York or somewhere. It's a rap.
Now, said if you go R&B for R&B. If you go R&B for R&B, because remember, these dudes did it all. I mean, what's crazy is Jermaine could bring out 112. he can bring out Jagged Edge.
No. 112 is Bad Boy.
That's Bad Boy.
That's Bad Boy.
That's all Bad Boy.
He Jagged Edge.
They're from Atlanta.
Yeah.
I totally
112 is Bad Boy. Total is Bad Boy.
Yeah.
I got it confused. You know what I got confused? Those were all people from Atlanta, but they ended up being on Bad Boy.
Yes.
Hey, man, when Diddy can bring out Carl Thomas, nigga.
No, he got Jagged Edge. It's like, dude, I'm not trying to hear like Diddy said. I'm not trying to hear Chris Cross. I'm sorry.
Hey, did he do?
Warm it up, Chris.
I'm about to. Warm it up, Chris. That's what I'm about to do.
I haven't heard that with him. Wow.
Chris Cross will make you jump. These niggas are 55.
Yeah. Hey, did Jermaine bring out Ludacris? I can't remember if he brought out Ludacris.
He didn't. He was just at that time when Ludacris was hot. Now here's the thing. I would have to do some fact checking to think if Jermaine produced any of Ludacris's hits, though. That I'd have to find out, because at the time when Ludacris came out, Jermaine was the biggest producer in Atlanta at that time. I just don't know if he did songs for Ludacris.
I think he did.
Welcome to Atlanta. Yeah. But that's when everybody was on it. But I'm talking about Luda's individual hits.
Yeah.
I don't think that was Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, I don't think either. But he got some good ones, man. What's the one? Oh, I think
Jermaine has classics. Yeah. If you have to put it, but they both have classics. Because let's just be real, the last 10 years they were more on the CEO shit. But so really, all we're doing right now, this whole versus battle, will be classics. Yeah, it's gonna be classic for classic, hit for hit. I
he got that Jagged Edge too. Hey, what a party at?
Yeah. That shit was hard too.
All those were.
Yeah.
Oh my girl, my girl. Yeah. That was just some fun times in hip hop.
Yeah.
But I hate even using the word lose, because I feel like at the end of the day, at the end of this, it's a win for hip hop. It's really not a loss.
Yeah. There's nobody in this thing, man. Like I said, these guys are, they put their dues in already, man. They got the respect in and everything. So nobody's losing. It's just about clout, man. Just to sit and say. And think about it, it's all going to be damn near the 90s.
Right. One thing we have not addressed, and we got to address this before we leave. I was trying not to say, I just wanted to see if anybody was going to bring it up. But since we're getting towards the end, and I'm like, okay, nobody brought it up. For the fact that Diddy kept yelling out, I want Dre.
Yeah.
Bring on Dre. Sorry, Diddy. Dre's a billionaire. I mean, I get you're a billionaire too. That nigga is not.
He ain't got time to be doing niggas.
Yeah, Dre ain't doing that.
It's not happening.
Dre ain't doing that.
Dre is secure with his money. It's like Jay-Z. I'm smarter than that. I'm not even going to go on stage and have some people go, oh, such beat me or what. No, dude, I have nothing else.
That's why I'm surprised Diddy did it. I'm surprised. But he got his back wound up so much.
Yeah. Diddy's still kind of one foot in the streets. Diddy's still hitting Instagram bitches and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
Hey, let me ask you something, y'all. If Dre did do the verses, who would you guys think would be the best competition against him?
There's only one that he could go against. And that would be Diddy.
It would be Diddy.
Oh, like literally, you talking about it. There's only one person on the planet, because let's leave like Jay-Z and all that, because he's more of a rapper. You get what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. That dude, nobody can fuck with him. But remember, we're talking about guys that did both.
Rappers. Yeah.
I mean,
no, Dre would be Diddy. And I don't even know if Dre would beat. I don't know if Dre would beat Diddy though. I don't know. I mean, look, the Chronic would kill.
We're talking about an umbrella here, and you got to talk about everything under the umbrella. We're not talking lyrically. No, Dre's another dude. You don't put him down as one of the greatest lyricists of all time, but he did perform. But he did perform on some of the biggest songs ever.
No, Dre will body Diddy, because Tupac alone. You got Tupac, you got NWA, you got the Chronic. Probably in the top 5 albums.
Are you forgetting Eminem?
Yeah.
Are you forgetting Snoop Dogg?
50 Cent.
Are you forgetting 50 Cent? I mean, dude, put it this way. Drake can just sit in a gigantic chair on the stage. And are you guys ready for the next one? Okay, all right. Tell me when to push play. I'm just going to push play.
Yep.
And not say a word. What are you talking about? Remember, we're talking about the umbrella. Let's leave spitting on the mic. No, that was just something that he did. Like, all right, Snoop and me, we got triple plat. But we're talking about two guys, Diddy, Dre, who did both. So really, to be honest with you, since we're not talking about them both as lyrical genius, really all we're left with is production.
Yeah.
And if you put Dre's production versus Diddy's production, not knocking Diddy's production at all, it was different. It was the East Coast. It was a different sound. But when you talk about
body of work
of who I worked with and who I worked with, they became some of the greatest of all time. And we know what he did with Diddy, right? But Dre can honestly say, what do you mean Dre might get Diddy? Brian, nigga, you lose your black card for that.
Hey, man. Hey, who is this guy, man?
Shazam. No, I get it. I'm talking to this nigga like he's here. Brian, I understand he's worldwide. Are you trying to say that Diddy's not worldwide? I mean, are you trying to say that Dre's not worldwide? Nigga, you can go into, what are the things called where they put the bombs underground in Afghanistan? I'm answering somebody.
In the caves? I don't know.
Nigga, you can go into a bomb shelter in Beirut, nigga, and they're saying, hell yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah, smoke weed every day. And they know NWA. What the fuck you talking about? Diddy's just, no, we get it. Don't get me wrong. Nobody can argue that. Yeah. Diddy, that's what I hate about this whole argument. We're talking as if somebody's not. No, we're talking about two dudes that were global.
Yeah,
it really came down to what was your taste? What was your feel? Were you a West Coast type dude? Were you an East Coast type dude? Were you just I love hip hop type dude? Because you can't say one is literally bigger. Now, there's only one thing that Diddy has over Dre, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. He was a performer.
Yeah.
Dre, I've been friends with the nigga 30 years. And nigga, if you walked into his dressing into his closet, nigga, you just gonna see some white Air Force, some black jeans, and a black T-shirt. That is that billionaire's uniform every day.
Yeah.
He was never a fancy dressing. That wasn't his thing.
Yeah, you got that from Steve Jobs, man.
Exactly. Remember, Diddy is a dude that had $1 billion fashion line. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now if you're talking money, hey man, hey, Diddy went crazy with Sean John. Whether you were a Sean John fan or not, that shit got a 12, 15-year run, and he sold it for almost $600 million.
But it ain't no Apple.
But it ain't Apple.
Yeah, but it ain't Apple.
Yeah, exactly.
It ain't Apple, bro. It ain't Apple.
I almost said more niggas have jeans than headphones, but then again, headphones are way more than jeans, nigga. Sean John jeans were $75. Beats by Dre, $225.
Fact.
And that was the cheap ones. Now that is what you call
that would be dope. That would be a dope one to see, man.
So now I'm gonna add to that joke again. Brian Davis, Shazam, if you're listening, when you said Diddy's worldwide, okay. Remember I was telling you about in that bunker underground in Afghanistan where they're playing where they're playing NWA's greatest hits. You know what they're listening to them on, right? Thank you. Nigga, the Taliban got Beats by Dre, nigga.
Yeah. No, that's how they transport. That's how they're passing their messages. That's how passing their Taliban messages through it.
Nigga, when they up there rigging them IUDs on the side of the road, them motherfuckers got beats on me like. Yeah, hell yeah. Ding, ding, dong. Ding, 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 dong.
Hey, that was a dope one too, man.
Oh, yeah. Nigga, as they're making bombs, nigga.
As they're making bombs.
Whoa, shoot, right on up. Get your groove on.
God, man.
Niggas is making bombs with Dr. Dre beats on. Nigga, you crazy?
Yeah, I like this bitch up, man.
Yeah. Shit, Bin Laden had some Beats by Dre on, nigga. So, with that being said, that's the way we end the show. I love you guys. I had a ball. It's fun. We had some technical difficulties today, but we worked it out. I appreciate you guys. Savvy, where can they find you at?
Man, you can find your boy Savvy on Instagram and Facebook at Savvy and Music.
All right, Said Brass, where can they find you at?
You can check me out on all platforms at SEDBRASS.
Raul.
You can find me at the Big Goose, DABIGGUZ.
And you can find me in a bunker in Afghanistan with the Taliban with my Beats by Dre on. They talk about Dre's not international. Nigga, Dre is global, okay? Beats by Dre is all over the goddamn world.
They had Beats by Dre on in 9/11, Alex.
I'm pretty... see, now you're going to make me get rid of
it. Y'all going to fuck it up now.
Yeah,
y'all going to fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
Hey, don't let me go there, because nigga, now we're going to turn America on us, nigga.
Don't fuck it up.
I was about to do a joke that was just going to get the plug pulled on us, niggas. Let me stop. I love y'all. My name is Alex Thomas. Check me out, Funny Man Alex Thomas. But you can catch me every Tuesday right here on
The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey, the Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. The Funny Don't Stop Show. The Funny Don't Stop. Hey, the Funny Don't Stop Show.